Winter Olympics in China will be very gay. The 2020 Summer Olympics, delayed until 2021, were the gayest Olympics ever, with over 120 openly out LGBTQ+ athletes. The 2022 Winter Olympics may not be quite that gay, but as of now, there are at least 17 openly LGBTQ+ competitors headed to Beijing. From U.S. figure skater Timothy LeDuc, who is the first openly non-binary athlete to compete in the Winter Olympics, to returning champion Eric Radford, who was the first ever openly gay gold medalist from the 2018 Olympics. It's a good thing I'm not in the Olympics for speaking. For the tongue-tied Olympics.
I think my worry is that the people who need to see and know that these are openly gay athletes won't see them. You got to remember, it's not like Mike Tirico is being translated into other languages. Other countries send their own journalists and provide their own coverage. So they could censor that. They might just say, oh, and Mr. LeDuc finishes 3 seconds ahead of everybody else, and then just move on. There's a lot of censorship around the world, and the Olympics will not be an exception to it.
I don't know what housing is like for Olympic athletes. Dale, you're rubbing off on me. But guessing that they stay in the Olympic Village and hotels that are associated with that. So I'm hoping that there would be security that would be provided for them, at their place of residence and to and from the Olympic Games.
Well, this year, especially because of COVID, the protocols are so strict.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially China.
They
look at 5 cases and it becomes red alert. In China.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm curious, broadly, does the LGBTQ community care anything about the Winter Olympics? Do we care?
Yeah.
I do. I watch the Olympics.
I mean, ice skating.
Ice skating.
In principle or entertainment? In principle, not really. In entertainment value, absolutely.
Yeah.
Until it becomes a meme.
And right, exactly. And Dale, you jump in on ice skating immediately, which means your gay card is extended for 3 solid months. Beyond ice skating, do we care much about sports?
I know a lot of gay friends who love, the things that are in the snow. What are those things?
Yellow snow?
No, there's,
Snow bunnies?
Snow.
Skiing, maybe.
Luge.
Luge.
Snow cones?
I keep luge in my bedstand.
Damn. Well, I lost that conversation. It's funny for me because I'm going to disappear over the next 2 weeks. I've been to the Winter Olympics in Vancouver. Been to the opening ceremonies. Vancouver was like
2010.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
Went to the opening ceremonies in Salt Lake. I love the Winter Olympics. They're stunning.
What are your favorite sports?
Ice skating, of course. I make the joke of you, but it really is a joke of me. I like hockey. I like downhill. I even like the ice thing of the rock on the ice that the Canadians.
Curling.
Curling.
We won that 4 years ago.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, and so it's interesting. One other thing that I think is interesting about the Winter Olympics, we did so much sports coverage of the Summer Games in Tokyo. 100 plus LGBTQ athletes in Tokyo, only 17 so far that are identified in Beijing, and it really says volumes about us as gay. We like warm weather.
And things where we can be in little clothing.
Exactly. Okay.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+